To update your FlySight's firmware on a Mac, first connect your FlySight to your computer via USB. Then, push and hold the button on the FlySight until it resets and the light turns orange. This should take about 10 seconds. Once the light turns orange, open a browser and navigate to flysight.ca/firmware. Click the Browse button and upload the flysight.txt file from the root folder of your FlySight. Then, click the Upload File button, and a list of available firmware versions will appear below. In the left column, you'll find a link to download the firmware itself. In the middle column, you'll find release notes for each firmware version. In the right column, you'll either find a link for a stack update or the text "up to date" if no stack update is required for that firmware version. Find the firmware you want to install, then click on the link in the left column to download the firmware update. And, if it's present, click on the link in the right column to download the stack update. Open a new Finder window, then navigate to your FlySight. If it's not already present, create a new folder called FW. Then, open a second Finder window and navigate to your Downloads folder. Here, you should see a file called app.sfb, which is your firmware update, and, if you downloaded one, you should see a file called stack.bin, which is your stack update. Select app.sfb, and if it's present, stack.bin, then drag them to the FW folder on your FlySight. Once the files are copied, eject your FlySight. Then, unplug your FlySight from your computer. If you're updating just the firmware, the orange light should stay on for a few seconds, then turn off for a few seconds, and then you'll be able to turn on your FlySight. If you're updating both the stack and the firmware, the orange light will stay on for a few seconds, then turn off for about 30 seconds. Then come on again for a few seconds, turn off again for a few seconds, and then you'll be able to turn on your FlySight.